blow for Michel. 5 points ahead in the World Championship, out of the race, and you can see from the way he and Frisk get off and walk away from the machine that they are very, very disheartened and downcast. So that is a possible 8 points minimum for fourth position lost to them, but what a ding-dong up at the front. Now the lap speeds will be increasing, the lap times will be going down. Now over the line. Streuer leads. Webster second. Lap record, 1:32, Rolf Bilan. A speed of 114.5 miles an hour. And just as in Formula One Grand Prix racing, so in sidecar racing, tyres are vital. And as in Grand Prix racing, now it's Webster taking the lead. No, he's trying very hard, but these two are on different makes of tyres. Egbert Streuer is using Japanese Yokohama tyres. Steve Webster is using British Avon tyres, and he takes the lead. Webster's back in the lead. A beautiful passing manoeuvre as he went round Chapel Curve, and Streuer fights back and again retakes the lead. This is the best sidecar British Grand Prix we have seen for a long time. Now, the third place men, the Egloff brothers, going to be able to take advantage of the fact that Webster and Streuer are getting in each other's way and therefore slowing each other up, and be able to close the gap? Look back and you'll see the third place man. There they are in the LCR seal outfit, LCR chassis, seal engine, 4-cylinder across the frame, 2-stroke. And I've got the stopwatch running. 1 minute 30. 2 seconds is the lap record, and the race is led again by Steve Webster. 1:33.8. And this is lap 10. This is the half-distance lap. Webster and Hewitt fighting every inch of the way, and they're pulling away now from 3 times British Grand Prix winners. Egbert Streuer from Assen, his passenger Bernard Schneiders, the reigning world champion in 1984 as well. And watch the way Tony Hewitt moves about that little platform. Now he tucks himself down to get out of the slipstream, to minimise the wind resistance of the outfit. Curls himself up into a little ball. Bernard Schneiders does the same thing. Half-distance lap. Webster leads. Streuer second. Egloff third. Zerbruch fourth. Kamano, that's the Japanese driver, in 5th position. And forgive me for not mentioning the passengers. They're working just as hard. And now they're coming up to lap the tail-enders there. Are they going to get in the way of the race leader, Steve Webster? And number 1 in second position, Egbert Streuer. Is Streuer going to be able to make it 4 wins? Because he's 1, 82, 83, 84, and there was no race, of course, in 1985 because it was cancelled. And Webster is through and surges past 1 minute 33.82, so they're very, very consistent on lap times. Oh, and through goes Streuer. This is lap 11, but Webster and Streuer obviously trust each other implicitly. They've got to at those speeds because they are on the absolute limit of tyre adhesion. 26-year-old Steve Webster, 34-year-old Tony Hewitt. Steve Webster is an engineer but a professional racing sidecar driver. Tony Hewitt still works full-time for British Rail, and they can be proud of him because he's right up alongside Streuer now. He's going for the lead and he takes it. Can he get across the front of Streuer? And yes, he does. A roar from the crowd in the background. Watch the passengers now as one, just like a chorus. They disappear behind their drivers, now out again over the driving wheel of the side of the machine to get the weight over the driving wheel. Now out to the left to take the tremendously fast left-hander and Abbey at some miles an hour, still accelerating past the hangar on the left, under the bridge to complete lap 11. So there are still 9 laps of this riveting British sidecar Grand Prix to go, and Steve Webster at the moment is on his way to 15 World Championship points. Streuer going for it at Cox. Steve Webster perfectly legitimately moves across. The man in front takes the line that he wants to take, and he's entitled to go wherever he wants, provided he's not weaving about all over the place deliberately to keep the man behind. And Steve Webster is not being rattled. He's taking the racing line and he's sticking to it. And his machine is obviously every bit as fast as Streuer's Yamaha-powered LCR. And that gives great credit to Dennis Trollope, who's done so much for the motive power of Steve Webster's outfit. Because Streuer's engine is very special. He spends the whole winter in his workshop, which is equipped with a dynamometer, testing and rebuilding and getting the last mouse power out of his engine, and yet Steve Webster is matching him, or is he? Yes, he is. And another tail-ender. That's another potential hazard for Webster, because if he tries to go the wrong side and Streuer sees it, this could be the Dutch couple's opportunity, Streuer and Schneiders, to get through. And number 30 that they are catching